Trailblazers from the Astral Express. Welcome to the Dreamscape Sandstorm.
Is that usually how you welcome customers? Long time no see, old big eye.
Long time no see.
Diamond in the rough.
I've already made the necessary preparations. Be careful. We did pass the safety inspection stipulated by Article 027, damaged ferrets, and Article 076, waste. However, this dreamscape will feature unfiltered and unpolished fresh memory. It will make for a very vivid experience. Veteran gaming call this type of dream a thrill dream. If you're into that kind of thing. If you feel any discomfort, please leave the dreamscape immediately and seek professional medical help. Luckily, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor, albeit a psychiatric one. Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the dream bubble.
Okay, touch the dream bubble.
Oh yes, I nearly forgot. That elegant girl mentioned something before she left.
The nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
Okay, I need to apparently watch White Knight again because I don't remember that. Really quick before we start, because what the fuck? How would they I don't understand that theory. Like, I'm trying to think about it, but like I don't really understand it. You got to the good part of the video? Wait, what? Okay, really quick. Is it just me? Or not, it is just me. I'm probably... I was gonna say, I kind of want to learn the dance still. It hurts. Is this the part, because this is where Sam first shows up in this video, or is it, because I think he shows up later on too, but like, oh, hold on a minute. The only thing, so like it looks like here, and obviously from when we did the fight with him, he, you know, he just looks like a regular like mecha here. And then all of a sudden, like, it looks like he has... Oh, they look like wings. But I still feel like it doesn't really make sense because like that would be really weird. That would be really weird to me. It'd be kind of random? It'd be kind of random to me. And how would that even work? I mean, I guess like in the dream thingy, like it could happen, but it's very weird to me. And I don't know. I guess like I don't really follow. I mean, it's a cool theory, but like why? Like why would that be a reason? Like, or why would that happen, I guess? Like, what's the purpose? I need to rewatch the scene right before the incident happens with Firefly, because from what I remember, I thought that she was following him, or like they were like talking. Because, like, the only reason why I'd be like, okay, that makes sense, is if, like, she was actually Sam. Because it's like, this is so stupid. I was gonna say, it's like Clark Kent and, you know, Superman. Like, you don't ever see them in the same room together. It's so stupid. So, like, so I think I would get behind that, but, like, them fusing, that would be really random and weird to me. Then I wouldn't understand the purpose of that if that was actually something that but also, like, why would she be Sam? That would mean that she's a Stellaron hunter. Wait a minute, I feel like I just answered my own question, because she was saying on the rooftop, she was like, something that I don't want to be enemies, right? I think I'm overthinking. In memory, she's talking to someone. Black Swan says she was trapped in a room by the other person. I highly doubt she's Sam unless someone else other than Sam was with her. Yeah. I can see the motive of, like, she had degenerative disease, so maybe she wanted to transfer consciousness to a mecha. Wait, okay. But, like, why would they, like, fusion? But I think it would be super interesting, though, if she actually was, like, all along Sam, and, like, yeah, she has, like, a, you know, like, a transformation, like a Mithra into Siren type of thing. Sorry to bring up Xenoblade again. Like, that would, I guess that would make sense, kind of. Yeah, because she said, I don't want to be enemies, and I have, like, I can't tell you yet. So, like, if she was actually a Stellaron hunter, but she I don't know, like, I'm sorry, I'm just, like, maybe I'm being silly. Sam appeared right where she died? No, he was on the other side. They were literally talking to each other. How can they be one person? Oh, well, see, that's why I can't remember if, like, she was actually talking to him, or if she was just, like, if we made the assumption, because I thought we as a character made the assumption that was Sam or something, or, like, we made the, I don't remember. Also, I don't know where people are coming from. Sometimes I saw a theory that Reisha was Himiko's brother, and I was like, what? They kind of look like hers, but there could be many things, in my opinion, considering the memory topic in Penacony. It could even be that Sam absorbs MC's memories of Firefly and then gains some powers. I don't know. To say they are the same person is kind of far-fetched. Yeah. No, I was thinking that too. The contrast is a bit much. True. Color scheme too is similar. Like they're like Sam's mecha armor is similar to Firefly's. Sam's armor actually being a magical girl transformation would be hilarious. That actually, it would be so funny. It would really be so funny. Have we seen him fly at all before? Did he fly in the game? It looks like normal jets. Yeah, that could be another thing too, because it kind of looks like wings, but maybe the jets are just like really, I don't know. Wait, someone said to look at 30, was it 32? Wait, was it 32? I know, the stupid meme, I hate him. The meme right before Firefly, that's disgusting. That's so disgusting. I'm so mad. I'm catching up. Hey, Deepa, good morning. How are you? Firefly's condition makes it harder and harder for her to tell the difference between dream and reality. Oh, like you think, like basically you think that because of her disease, that if she was Sam, then like she doesn't remember anything. Or something like that. I play in French version and the tradition is like Stellaron Huntress, or the translation. So they say that Sam is a Stellaron Huntress? It was a bit curious how she analyzed the hell out of Sampo before he walked over to them at the bar. Also, her standing right next to a dead enemy when you meet her again in the weird dreamscape. Deepa, yeah. People are theorizing that apparently Firefly is Sam, or either they're like the same person or there was some kind of like fusion. And I'm like, oh, this is wild. This is a really interesting theory though. Like maybe Sam is a kid. If you ask me, Sam is Sampo. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a cool theory. It's definitely something to think about. So, okay, so I linked art yesterday in Discord that was actually, it was Sam, like, appearing behind Firefly. So, like, maybe this is actually an art trend. because of the theory. Like that would actually be really cool. Like maybe this is an actual art trend. Like I'm like for real, like an actual one. And Sam was described in the same way. That would be wild though if the French translation like kind of like, I guess, spoiled that? I don't know. Many things to think about. I definitely wasn't thinking that. I thought she was dead. I mean, I guess she could still be. I don't even know. Man, now my brain is on fire. Wait, hold on. I need to put Queen here. Also, because Sam and Firefly are never in this, that's exactly what I said too. I was just like, well, you know, it could be that just like Clark Kent and Superman, do we ever see them in the same room together? Wait, what did I just do? Oh wait, sorry, I'm getting distracted. No, I want Natasha here. There we go. Sunday is Sam. Right. Who is the Miley and who is the Hannah Montana?
In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Murder. Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family. In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
You're not wrong. Even if there are no casualties, being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all? This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony. You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something really quick. Is it bad that as soon as I saw Sampo walk up, I was just like, who are you? Because I don't trust anybody anymore. Like, are you really Sampo? I don't know. I'm so fucked up from the main quest. Like, I'm terrified that nobody is who they say they are. Everyone makes me nervous, right? Even Black Swan, I'm like, girl, I love you, but like, are you gonna backstab me? Like, are you a witch? Just how did you manage to offer no explanation?
Just some suggestions at the memory.
Sampo is Sam. That's what Dulce's was saying too.
If something happens in everybody's memory, then that's something becomes.
What if both of them are fake?
Rather than hearing endless explanations, would you like to experience it for yourself?
No! Hey, you can save that for the enemy.
Then on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time. You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Iding Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. Everywhere. My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game. I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk. Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
When I catch you, Sparkle.
There's actually
when
more
I
than
catch
one
you,
memo keeper who's come to Penacony.
when I catch
She's
you,
mixed
Sparkle.
me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul. The address that the mask gave you is right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony. Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything.
What?
I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare. They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So maybe you can just, you know... Let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine. It's all fine. No big deal.
My goodness. This is giving Team Rocket. She doesn't need to suspect. This game is so unserious sometimes. I love it. I love it. It goes from making me cry and making me gasp to making me like laugh so hard. This is such a game. Wait, what if Firefly still exists in spirit and takes over Sam's body because he doesn't have his orange fire in the video? Yeah, isn't that the whole, you know, fusion thing? Like, how many are in Penacony? Yeah, from the Wikipedia, I saw that there's like, what, like six masked fools? I love that this is the bailiff and this is the constable.
If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Regarding the victim.
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari. Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer. Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
Really quick, so if y'all watch my Genshin content, I mentioned, like, when I was doing the Fontaine stuff, I was like, ooh, this reminds me of Danganronpa. I lied. This reminds me of Danganronpa. It's just the unhinged, like, but like funny, but like uncomfortableness of all of it. This is definitely more akin to Danganronpa than the whole Fontaine stuff, in my opinion. Like, obviously there was the trial and all of that, but like I think the nature of what was going on, like this is more Danganronpa-ish. Oh, Sparkle straight up reminds me of Redacted. Like I was hoping that like I was feeling like what's her face would be Farina would, I just said what's her face, that's so disrespectful. That's not what I meant. I just couldn't remember her name. Farina was more like Redacted, but I feel like Sparkle is turning out to be more like Redacted because Redacted in Danganronpa is a terrible person. Like she's done it all. And Redacted and Danganronpa has done it all. Absolutely terrible person. Unless I'm misunderstanding, this is the first time we get a confirmation that if you die in a dream, you're actually fine in real life. Yeah. Because that's what they said in the very beginning, right? About the Sam is a Huntress theory. You can look at Kafka's Gotcha art featuring the other seller on Hunter, Silverearth, and Blade, leaving only 1/3 person that is shown. Can we see? Can we see the splash art in the game? Okay, regarding the Sweet Dreams troop present at the scene of the crime, regarding evidence at the scene of the crime, can we summon the victim?
Who are those two little guys?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. What nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order. Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
Regarding evidence at the scene of the
Any
crime.
leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. All we have to go by are the
Baklava,
weapon
yeah,
used by
you're
the
a sub,
assailant
so you
and the
can
victim's
put a
ID.
link in chat without a
They
permit.
didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Despicable.
Okay, can we summon the victim?
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape. Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
I mean, Sam could... Stella Run Hunters. Oh my god. Oh my god. Firefly is Elio, who is the cat. That's my theory. Everyone else's theory, garbage. Mine makes more sense, in my opinion. Elio being a cat is very 13 Sentinels. Oh my god, I need to play 13 Sentinels so bad. I want to play that game and go through it so
Lady
bad.
Black Swan, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case.
Mr. Coldfeet, why'd you do it?
Mr. Coldfeet.
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. Ahem. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of the Sparkle murder case.
The Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here.
What the fuck is going
and
on?
This has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body. Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. Such a brutal act of violence.
My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang. They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle, to escape punishment.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Is the case closed?
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers. Hang on. Wait.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those 3...
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
I've got the case file right here. If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me.
Man, I am confused. So Sparkle was the killer, but Sparkle was also the victim. What the fuck?
Lady Black Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Wright. Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants.
What is
whose right hand
happening?
was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be. Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town.
The rare handsome men?
Last
What?
of all comes Right. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives, lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Lefton and Zhongshan were so incensed that they broke his legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
I feel like I should, but let's move
That
on.
won't
I
be
will.
necessary. I've memorized every detail.
It must be nice to not have
No wonder you're
a short-term memory that's garbage. They never fail to make me feel like I'm experiencing a fever dream, which is definitely their intention, right? How do you know she won't turn to someone else in your roster, like Japard? Help. Oh. Hi, Andrew. I'm doing well. How are you? Why is Sambo's hip cut out winking at me? This is so Penacony core. It really is. Yeah, I do. I really want to play 13 Sentinels at some point. I heard it was good shit. Hi, Larry. Hi, Leo. A memo keeper with a short-term memory would be hilarious. Yeah, that's why I feel like there's true representation with Acheron and her bad memory or short-term memory, just like such shit.
This hammer is super heavy. This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case.
Miss Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target.
"13 Sentinels" so wild story-wise. I've heard so many good things. Like, it seems right up my alley for games.
Look, an ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims?
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape. The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
Your boyfriend flew from UK? Aw, into the States yesterday. Aw, have the best time. Akron be one of those people who would drive into a river because her GPS told her to make a right. Being like, where am I? Wherever she goes is so relatable for us ADHD girlies, right? It doesn't transcode well and it turns into, oh, does it? Oh, huh. This is so Danganronpa 1 Trial 3. Wait, remind me what that trial was. Like, you don't have to tell me the spoilers just in case somebody hasn't played it. Like, I've played the first and second Danganronpa, but I haven't finished the third one yet.
Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on?
Yeah, we really don't have too much going on.
Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
The 2 pieces of evidence that you found are related to the
Sam
attack
was so
on
funny.
Shamar. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle.
Are her masks like their own thing, or is she talking about herself in third person?
Other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Lori doesn't really understand.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen.
Lori thinks Miss Sparkle is full of shit.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
What?
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then. Mr. Assistant Detective, this way.
Acheron's right up my alley. I absolutely agree. I tried to put my toilet paper in the fridge. Acheron reminds me of the Times Daily where I'm like, where's my phone? And it's actually in my back pocket. Oh, okay. It's little man time.
What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know? It looks like a little button.
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it.
I think we should push it.
That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke.
But what if she's lying?
Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes hit, you and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
Correct. Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
okay. Why?
Because she is fair.
This is nuts!
This is nuts. You wish this game was on the Switch? Maybe the rumored Switch too. I think that would be great. I was playing on my iPad yesterday for the first time and it was so seamless. I could not believe it. Like this, they really, what do you call it? What's the word I'm thinking of? They optimized this game very well for mobile. Genshin on Switch releasing tomorrow. Thankfully it's actually happening tomorrow. Yeah, they did announce that. It runs really well, but it's heavy to hold. Yeah, I ended up playing yesterday, like I was doing my dailies, so I did a lot of auto battle. But I also just like that there's not really a whole lot of exploration in this game. I feel like Penacony is like the biggest exploration area thus far. But even then, it's not really like, it's not as big as like a Genshin area, which takes so many hours. Is it actually coming to the Switch? No, I'm lying. No, oh my god, I'm lying. Sorry, I'm lying. Oh my god. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. They didn't announce anything. Out here lying for fun. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't think people would actually believe me. I guess, okay, yeah, right. I don't know where it came from, to be honest. I was about to charge my Switch. I'm so sorry. I can't believe that was believable, actually.
What's this? A plush toy?
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
It's so cute.
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories? It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
I see. But when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
Right, that's exactly it. Like a red herring that's obvious is not really a red herring.
Ingenuity of Miss Sparkle, and we're worried about her throwing out a random, useless clue.
I see. Thank you for your keen insight. Then, let's pretend we were misled by a red herring. This doll, could it be connected to the case?
You don't have to play along that hard, you know.
Congrats, Andrew. Jean is still to this day. Jean is still one of my favorite characters from Genshin. I was very much a Jean can be DPS just fine person. Because a lot of people were super rude to Jean and they were like, oh, she's just a healer, she can't DPS. Meanwhile, my Jean was super silly and doing lots of DPS. Oh, bye. Yeah, Jean is great. Right, you know what, Leo, you're so right. Yeah, Mona who, honestly. Little man is committing murder. Mortarizing.
This notice seems like a hint for us from Miss Sparkle.
To prevent criminals from hurting our great and lovely Miss Sparkle, the Gold Hammer residents shall abide by the following regulations from today onwards. All retainers and visitors must enter and exit the Golden Hammer residence using the facial recognition system. Those who cannot pass through the facial recognition system will be killed on the spot.
That sounded like a story from ancient times. And
that's
why did
so
the
much?
facial recognition system suddenly go out?
This is so her style, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Doesn't look like there are any more clues. Let's head back to the crime scene.
My goodness.
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence. I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp. Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right? I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so elimination could be a valid method.
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? Tell me, come on. So, who exactly is the murderer? I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Okay. Shamari's ID. The ID belonged to Shamari, a worker of the Talent Motivation Department in the Interastral Peace Corporation. Most IPC staff value their ID greatly. Apparently, some have even installed it onto their forehead, ensuring that they can show it off to people wherever they do. They do? They go. Sparkle probably left it at the crime scene to prove that she really did assault someone. What the fuck? The giant wooden hammer Sparkle used to attack Shamari. It seems to be a custom-made model specifically for her. It's extremely heavy, and even Sampo can't lift it. What a Herculean woman. A copy of the Gold Hammer Residence Security Regulations. Sparkle probably made it up on the spot just for this detective game. It says to prevent criminals from hurting our grave, blah, 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 blah. Little button. Pom-pom toy. Can I talk to anybody? Let's see.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan.
Girl, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Who exactly is the murderer? Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff, right?
Disfigured. Incident of the cliff. Can we okay, wait, can we submit multiple ones? No, we can only do one.
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. If that's the case, then he couldn't have made it through the Goldhammer Residence's facial recognition system. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
Okay.
So, who exactly is the murderer? I remember this one best.
Right has a broken leg. This one?
Oh, is that so? I feel like...
What? Right has a broken leg. Would it be the...
Oh, is that so? I feel like the evidence doesn't really match.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, is that so?
Okay, I don't... the destruction button?
Oh, is that so?
The pom-pom toy?
Oh, is that so? I feel like the evidence doesn't really match.
I don't know. I really do not know this one. Did I do all of them?
Oh, is that so?
I feel like he's mocking me.
Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so? Oh, is that
It's
so?
literally none of them.
Oh, is that so?
What?
So,
Okay, Lefton.
Lefton? That...
Wait, that's... Oh my god. Sorry, I don't know. My brain was... Okay, so that makes sense. It's that... Okay, all right. Would it be the hammer?
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's
Oh,
dominant hand
is that
was seriously
so?
injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Swinging that giant sledgehammer to murder someone, that must be hard for him. Probably impossible. Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Wright could be the murderer. That was easy. Let's tell the constable our answer and see what he thinks.
Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so? I know. Sampo's voice actor is great.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
The murderer is Wright.
You have answered correctly.
I totally knew that.
Disappoint Lady Black Swan. Game rules stipulate be late, I must tell you where the next puzzle is.
Huh? The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this.
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior. Memories cannot lie, and hers may just understand more about her than she does herself. Right now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
Yeah, so like, I'm just going back to this now because for some reason my brain decided to go back there. But the idea of like a spiritual death and like basically Firefly being alive, I don't know, how would everyone feel about that? I guess like I guess it would depend on what kind of alive Firefly is. Like if the theory comes into play where, you know, she either has some kind of like weird like mental fusion with Sam, or she's been Sam all along and that's kind of what's keeping her alive in the real world, then I would understand that. If she like came back from the dead or something, I don't know. I cried a lot of tears for her.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
What the fuck kind of question is that?
I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And as a Memo Keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
Hi Shogun, did I like Akron? I loved Akron. Loved her. I love that there's no reality where I could have conceived this duo being a pair of detectives, but it works so well, right? Hey Dora, I'm feeling good, how are you? Yeah, really quick reminder that today is the last day for a bonus Sunday this coming Sunday. So if you are enjoying my streams, if you enjoy my YouTube videos and you're like, ooh, how can I help support you? What can I do? Contributing to Bonus Sunday is such a great way to do that with cheering on Twitch. And we also unlock an extra stream. So if we get it today, then I will be here again on Sunday. And we can do more stuff on Sunday. If we don't hit it today, it's totally okay, and I will be back on Tuesday. So. All the Stellaron hunters have their own reasons for joining. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool if she was actually a Stellaron hunter. I will cry tears of joy. But they mentioned that the territory where she died and probably where Robin died, but we don't know yet, is uncharted. We also don't know the consequences of death killing her. That's true. I just think whatever Firefly does, I'll support her. I agree. I agree. She kills people and commits crimes as Sam. Once again, if she's actually Sam and she's killing people and doing a crime, can't women have hobbies?
Whoa, this
That's my
place is a
question I'm
complete
poising.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Seppo, you finally made it!
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days?
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
Oh, of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
Huh. The skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with something.
What is happening? Oh my god.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt. Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. She didn't come back out. After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on, but instead discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death. There were 3 suspects on the scene, namely a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Wright, a Foxian gambler named Zhang Shan, and a wealthy Intellitron trader called Lefton.
Our old friends.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart.
Miss Sparkle is so gracious.
Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these 3, and they were not working in cahoots.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk
Oh, for the
anymore,
laughter.
it'll make my pure soul
Is oh for the laughter? Like kind of like, you know, oh for fuck's sake or something. I don't know what that means.
Who Miss Sparkle's killer is.
Oh, there's Aha again. I gotcha. Okay. Oh, for the love of God, but the God is laughter. Oh, for the love of okay, I got it. I got it now. Okay, I'm like, what? I want to lick him in the butt too. I'm dying. If people are already dead, I don't think they would mind. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't think they would mind either.
Let me introduce the identities of these suspects.
Wait, hold on.
It's very straightforward.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I need to take a break really quick. I know this is really random, but I need to go pee. So I will be right back, y'all. Like literally less than 5 minutes. Okay, hello. We're back. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to go pee really bad. Ugh. Hello, welcome in. Thank you. Do I want to pull for Black Swan E1, her LC, or save for Sparkle? My desire to do even more pulls is growing. Black Swan's E1 is really good. I just recently got her E1. When it comes to either the light cone or the E1, I would honestly go for the light cone first if it's anything like Genshin. And then, you know, possibly go for the, whatchamacallit. Pop No Tarts, hi, welcome in, hello, hi, welcome, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, how was your stream? Thank you so much, welcome in, y'all. For anyone that doesn't know, the Twitch Black Guild is doing a Black History Month raid train, and we are a part of it, which is super, super exciting. If I think, did we get a shout out for Pop No Tarts? Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you doing? If everyone could go give Pop No Tarts a follow, that would be amazing. Happy Black History Month. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. How's Honkai treating you so far? It's great. I'm really loving this game. It's really fun. Oh, thank you so much, Aiden. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that the last quest for Lantern Ray unlocks tomorrow, so. A very scuffed speedrun of Like a Dragon. Ooh, How is the Yakuza series? I've really been wanting to start it, but like I've been a little what's the word? Intimidated, since there's like so many games in the series, and I heard they were quite long. Welcome in, Grover. Hi, Envy, Prince Salem. Hello. Hi, Black Odie. Welcome in, y'all. Thank you so much for the raid again. I really appreciate it. It's a ton of fun if you like a good story. I love good stories. What game would you recommend somebody who is new to start with? What's my native language? I guess it would be English. My mom did speak a lot of Tagalog to me, but like, yeah, probably English. Because of how awful the weapon pity is? Well, it's mostly because the weapon is usually used to work with the character just at C0. So, it just makes the character, you know, it just kind of like does whatever the character, their thing. I'm like explaining it weird, but like basically the weapon specifically for the characters is made to better them as a whole, so you don't really need the constellation, I guess, if you're trying to improve. I think it's better. Well, I guess it depends on the weapon too. I don't know. Personal preference, I always go for the weapon first, and then I go for constellations after. Yakuza Kiwami or Yakuza Like a Dragon are both good starting points. Okay, all right, cool. Both give you a feel of how the combat is and the kind of characters you'll be interacting with. Awesome. Okay. I'll remember that, because I do want to get into the series pretty badly. All right. Yeah, for anyone coming in, welcome in. Hi, hello, my name is Lori. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a full-time creator here on Twitch and also on YouTube, and we are going through the, well, I guess we're kind of done with the main story of Honkai Star Rail. Right now we're doing a companion quest for Black Swan and Sparkle, which are two new characters that were introduced in 2.0. So, yeah, if anyone needs to like hide from spoilers or anything like that, totally understandable, but we are going into like newer content spoiler territory, so I have to get back into Honkai Star Rail yourself. I loved it. I like started it 17 days ago, and I can't believe how like invested I've become in it. I wasn't expecting to get so invested. Yeah, the weapon banner kind of sucks in Genshin in comparison to the Star Rail like light cone banners. Like I really like how they do the light cone banner in this game versus the weapon banner in Genshin. It's consumed.
First of all, is the shopkeeper right? He's one of the Papashi people and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can get pretty salty about it.
He can get pretty salty about it?
Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony Trading Guild and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her. Finally, there is the gambler Zhongshan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom. It's possible he harbored a grudge against her. That's all the information we have. Do you need me to repeat it?
No, I don't remember any of it already, but like, we'll, you know.
That won't be necessary.
We're fine.
I remember it all.
You know, maybe Black Swan isn't my character after all. It's one of my comfort games because I can just get stuck in it for a while. Oh, Star Rail? Yeah, I can definitely see that after playing for a while. It's kind of cozy too. Like it's not very hard to get into.
And there's the tie.
That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
How would it be
The tag on the tie reads, "Only for Imperial Master Lefton." Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
Sampo, what? Invested for both her and Kafka, I just need more money. Yeah.
There's an accounting book lying on the ground. It must have been specially placed there by Sparkle.
On the title page is written Chen Katong. Is that someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book.
This Jian Katong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around.
I really do love this duo. It is so funny to me.
So, it's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories again, right?
Miss Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then?
Sampo's funny. Still new, so there's lots of fresh content for me, but being able to invest in good story and characters through main quests, or if I just want to be casual and pass time, there's simple stuff to do like farming or events. Yeah. Something wrong with me because I didn't feel completely attracted to her until she betrayed me and then was like, you look at me like a small injured bird. Oh no. What's with the fools talking in third person? They're something, that's for sure. Yeah, I love Sampo's voice actor. Very well done. Very impressive. Nope, I can't go up there, okay. Oh my gosh, I just remembered. So for anyone, I need to go full screen so I can show y'all real quick. It's related, I promise. For anyone that did not see in Discord, Krez actually 3D printed jades, stellar jades. They're even like sparkly. They're so cool. They're so cool. So oh wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought something was happening. So I'm saving them for Jingyuan. Krez is a 3D printing master, right? Like even the resin or whatever, I forget, is that the name of it? What you use to 3D print? Like it's really cool because it's like sparkly. What's the conversion rate to in-game jades? Okay, we need to turn into big, I think. Wait, can I go this? Oh yeah, we can go this way, okay. We are Little Man, running Garfield's Little Man.
A little stool that seems quite normal. There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon.
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary.
So, Pepeshi, that is their... that is their, like, their race? Or... They're the Mughals! Oh! The Mughal people.
What's that smell? Why is there a
Not an actual red herring. Stop.
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine. They're the ones that usually belong to kind people.
Let's see. This evidence is obviously something comical Sparkle made. To avoid you thinking that you wasted time investigating this useless evidence, here's a recipe. Smoke the red herring or any other type of preserved fish until it turns golden on both sides. Place it into a dish, remove all bones, then crush the meat. Add raw eggs into the frying pan and fry it until well done. Then add vegetables you like and fry that too. Then add in the crushed smoked red herring and day-old rice. Add some salt, be careful with how much you put in. There's already preserved fish in it. Stir fry evenly, then plate. And voila, here's a smoked red herring fried rice. You're welcome. Wow. I cannot. Oh no, Axel, I'm sorry. That's really silly. She thinks she's funny. Okay. This way. And I will be trying that recipe. Hey, Jer, how are you? Hey, Shoelace, how are ya? It really does sound good though. Now I really want fried rice. I'm trying to think if I have enough time on my break to make some. Oh wait a minute, I don't have day-old rice. We ate all of our rice.
This clock is...
Open it up and take a look.
It's a Friday in the office, but I'm gonna try to get home. Oh, go home early today? I hope you can get home early.
So there's a ring inside. This is evidence too. Why was it planted inside another device?
Because this ring was found inside the victim's mouth.
Now, why was it in their mouth?
Reconstruct the scene of the crime.
In the victim's mouth.
That's what I said.
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. Zhongshan family heirloom. That should
It
be
was
it.
a family
Let's head out.
ring, which means Zhongshan was
I have
a
to
vampire.
thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but
That was
puzzle
his
this time
daylight
is
ring.
Pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
Haven't touched Hoyo stuff with a 10-foot pole. How are the games? I love them. I think that their stories are very well done as like somebody who plays games specifically for the stories. I think they're great. I think that if you are somebody who prefers like a JRPG style game, then Honkai Star Rail is it. If you like more open world exploration, then Genshin is it. But they both have great stories. So I think that I like Honkai Star Rails at this point in time a little bit more because it feels a bit more complex. Like there's a lot of stuff going on that is very interesting. It's also a little bit more modernized too, in my opinion. It's very interesting. Why vampire? I was making a silly joke because of the Vampire Diaries and how like vampires usually have like family rings. Like nobody else has family rings. Like I've never met a person in real life that's like, this is my family ring. It's been passed down for generations.
Oh, for the laughter. Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. Was that? You found out who the killer is?
No.
Pretty much.
Okay.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Excuse me. I have a family ring, but it started with me. Stop. You haven't seen The Vampire Diaries? It's like a comfort show for me. It's like, it's so dramatic, and it's literally like a vampire soap opera, but it's like a comfort show. Vampire Diaries was a ride, right? It was so something. It was so something, but like, I really, really loved it. I remember binging the shit out of that show. Lexi is the best character. Remind me who Lexi is? I don't, like, it's been years since I watched it. I need to do like a rewatch or something, but right now I'm rewatching the Degrassi The Next Generation, which is, holy shit. Like, that show gets worse and worse and worse, as in like, how did they put this on TV? How is this allowed to be on TV? Okay, we're gonna try. I don't know. We will read the stuff and then we will try and figure it out. Oh, that's why I don't remember her, because it was literally in season 1. That's right, okay. David or Steven, I was like, I love Alaric. That's so valid. That is so valid. Alaric was fantastic. I was definitely more of a, damn, what is his name? I loved Bonnie. I loved Bonnie so much. Oh my god, I definitely was in love with Bonnie. I also really liked, damn, I really can't remember any of their names. I did really like Damon, but I also liked, he was Originals. What the fuck is his name? Claus. Anybody like Claus? I don't think he was a very good person. Well, I mean, I think that he got better, but like, I don't think he started off as a very good person. My favorite thing is that I read the first Vampire Diaries book when I was 12 and I don't remember anything about it, but that's a core memory. Now what happens in it though?
Have you solved the right as a Pepeshi citizen? Miss Sparkle was a low-key bigot. Always laughing at
I mean, damn, I actually said that earlier to describe her. That's so funny. They don't shy away from it. Like, they're like, she's a bigot. That's so funny. Okay, the account book of the rich merchant Kyon Kitong. For a merchant, it is probably something second only in importance to money. Sparkle probably left it at the crime scene to prove that she really did assault someone. Not Lefton's tie. Right stool.
This stool is a piece of evidence, right?
Not Loki!
That's the one! Miss Sparkle always teased poor Wright until he was unable to take it any longer. Eventually, murderous intent was born. Taking advantage of his position, he stole Lefton's tie and told Miss Sparkle, "Miss, please come with me to the changing room. I'd like to show you a matching tie." Miss Sparkle never thought Wright would retaliate against her, so she went back with him to the changing room. As Wright stood atop the stool and helped Miss Sparkle try on the tie as usual, he then suddenly pulled it tight, and that's how he killed Miss Sparkle. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
Is something wrong here? This is too easy. The first case wasn't hard, but this one...
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Which means, this is probably another prank from Miss Sparkle. Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right?
Correct, Detective Sampo. I never thought you'd be able to deduce the truth.
What does that mean?
Sheriff, the murderer is right. The evidence is the stool, right?
Yes! For the laughter! How did I fail to realize this formidable intellect of yours?
Oh my goodness.
Then, right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring. Whatever, I'm just spitballing here.
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius? How could such an unfathomable mystery be solved so easily by him?
Ugh.
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
Why take it so seriously? Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild. We're only responsible for providing an entertaining detective experience. Anyway, since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that.
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Oh. Why is everyone so mean to him? Pepeshi is it's the race of people that have like the Moogle pom-poms on their head.
Excuse me? Is the deputy sheriff still around?
Its work is done and it's taking a long vacation now. Come talk to me if you need anything.
But I prefer the character design of the deputy sheriff. Can it come back?
No. Playing so many roles is tiring.
Oh my god. This game is so funny. What the heck? Hurry the heck up and get to Penal Colony.
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something
Where
else.
did you last leave off,
That
Xant?
girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sampo, you're finally here. I am the famed detective of Penacony, and next to me here is my assistant detective.
A murder in a locked room has left us all stumped.
As expected, another change in setting.
Yesterday, my assistant and I were visiting the famed artist Miss Sparkle, and we stayed the night. But this morning, Miss Sparkle didn't come out of her bedroom. The butler, Jean-Shan, said that the door was locked from inside, so we ought not to have disturbed her. But Miss Sparkle had never slept in so late, and no matter how hard he knocked, there was no answer from inside.
As soon as I heard, I knew something must have happened. So I acted decisively and broke the door down to get inside.
The room was covered in spattered blood. Miss Sparkle's body was lying right in the middle, her face white as snow. One look told me she'd been dead for some time.
Thinking quickly, I grabbed the artist's canvas to staunch Miss Sparkle's blood, but... alas, poor Miss Sparkle! She's left us now forever!
Besides us and Zhongshan the butler, Lefton the cook and Wright the driver were also at the scene of the crime. What would you like to do?
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right? Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation?
She said rigmarole.
It might tickle a little.
I love that silly word.
Wait up! Wait up!
Honest kid. I know where you are, Miss Sparkle.
No cheating!
Huh. Mr. Assistant Detective.
Oh my god! This is
seem
making
to
me
be
so
getting
anxious.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was.
Let's go. Can't keep a girl waiting, can
You know
we?
what? This is random. I want to do escape room with Black Swan.
One final message to announce.
I think it'd be so fun.
Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama. The audience challenge. Everyone knows that the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it?
Oh my god.
Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. I put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste. Thus, the masked genius Miss Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
My goodness. Okay, but I have a theory that, like, what if this is just, what if everyone is her?
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
Yeah, the fourth wall is broken. Oh, you left off at the fight. Oh, Fantilia. Okay. You did Ron May and Dr. Retweet story quest. Gotcha. Okay, so like I mean, as far as I think you can actually do Penacony now, I think, from what I remember.
There's no weird, sweet dreams troop. Nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. We finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can? In Penacony?
Hey, dear Memo Keeper and Mr. Coldfeet, you made it. I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle.
Now she is a trash
That's on
can.
me. All right. Miss Sparkle cares not for the faults of ants like me. Come then, this is the final question. Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night?
I feel like I've heard this one before.
No murder case this time around.
Sometimes it's nice to take things easy. Come on, dear, give me your answer then.
People. It's people.
Since it's a classic puzzle, the answer is people, right?
Because going to...
Wah, wah.
Wait, what?
Wrong answer. How could it be as boring as that? The correct answer is Sparkle.
That wasn't even an answer.
When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed. She runs about all afternoon in a fluster, so is exhausted by evening, but has to still raise a hand to hold a toothbrush. Poor Sparkle. So naturally, she's got 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs
sneezing.
at night.
What the heck was that jibber-jabber?
He said she's yapping
That's a
again.
cute answer.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you've just
Thank
tried to
you.
cheat. Wrong answer. Accept your punishment.
Wow, really? Oh my god. Okay. Has anyone played or read or seen Danganronpa? I gotta.
Ill fate descends. Turn out your pockets.
Nap time.
ZZZ and New, welcome in.
May as well kill them all.
I don't wanna spoil just in case someone hasn't played it, but does anyone get the vibe that she is very like Redacted? I used to think Farina would be like Redacted, but Farina ended up not really being like her. But I feel like Sparkle is a bit more.
No one's gonna pay you to stand still.
Like Redacted.
Stand still. Good times. Never time to say bye. Boom.
Just a little something. And nothing else.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
Time's passage.
Oh, come on! Okay, maybe it's meant to happen. Yeah. Okay, that was messed up.
Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere. Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Yeah, I don't wanna say exactly who it is from Danganronpa. Like, if you know, you know, but like one of like the main villain basically of the series.
Miss, you.
Like, even this scene is very
Sparkle.
No, this is literally okay, they're
How
doing
is
it on
this
purpose.
Possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection. What did you do? You did this, didn't you?
That is actually so funny that I just started talking about it and then that just happened.
The powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her. Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier. There's no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
Miss Sparkle? Who are you talking to?
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclusions! If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by. So, deduction will do.
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder. I thought you weren't doing that one.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it? The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward by the detectives. First, the large splatter of blood at the crime scene. Second, the victim had been dead for some time. Based on my shallow understanding, I can only draw two conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case, because a locked room always needs a reason to exist. But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body. There was no third party at the crime scene to frame, and the blood everywhere didn't look like a faked suicide. That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room. There is also reason to speculate that if the crime scene was a locked room, then its creator might not necessarily be the murderer. As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? A trained professional was somehow happily destroying a crime scene just to save someone who's obviously been dead a while. The answer is simple. It's because the assistant detective is the murderer. At the time, I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. I tentatively speculated that the murderer had killed the victim the night before, but hadn't locked the door from the inside. And so, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery. That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible, to confirm whether or not the victim left any evidence implicating him. And, judging by his behavior, it probably had something to do with that canvas. Like some final words. Of course, this is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me. That the murderer is the assistant detective. Which means it's you, Mr. Sampo. I've been using this term of address, but it was you who first came up.
She's so smart. Cass, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that.
More like a detective than a memo keeper?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. Follow ripples along the surface of the water. Use some abilities and tricks to keep diving deeper, and touch that secret deep inside people's hearts. Salvage it, and protect them carefully. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite reasoning, and very close to the truth. But I have another answer. Would you like to hear it?
Another answer?
The great artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death, was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her in faking her own death.
What a pity, such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Unfortunately, the right answer is Miss Sparkle's body. Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body. Ding-a-ling! I won!
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
Why not?
You made it already?
Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all 3 of those skits just then.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo, then?
Beautiful lady. I already confessed everything to you earlier
Beautiful
on.
lady.
I really didn't know a thing. I just helped a friend send a letter. That's all.
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
My dear, why so serious? Haven't you been having a great time? I have, at least. You take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other, seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me? Ooh, we can dance ballet together.
Oh?
Ballet?
Am I understanding this correctly? A masked fool inviting me to work together?
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. If you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you.
It's above my pay grade.
I'm
dying.
Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you.
What?
The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you try to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
So, you mean you're refusing? Memo Keeper, did you think you could just leave?
Why not?
My dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, if you can find me.
I'm dying because she's so short that you can't even see like Black Swan's expression right now.
Sampo? Sampo. Who is Sampo?
This is Bellabug, right?
What is going on?
I said, why not?
Oh, this is so weird.
Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again. And also, I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
What a special dream this has been. What the fuck? And did you notice its nested structure? Being part of a play inside the
I don't understand what the hell happened.
Within a dream.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Miss Nezuko's, thank you so much for the 5,000 bits. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Also for the gay biddies too. Thank you so much. We have hit bonus Sunday, so I will be here on Sunday for another stream. Thank you so much, Nezuko's. Very much appreciate it. Sparkle is like that kid that makes up board game rules to win. Dolce. I love the vibes here. Aw, thank you so much, Cass. I'm glad that you're enjoying your time here. Yes, I'm loving Penacony. It's so interesting. She deleted memories. Isn't this what they're talking about when we first arrived at Penacony, where Black Swan said her dance partner was already chosen? She messed with Sampo. I don't know, feeling like a Black Swan hater today. Oh. Black Swan, so that none of that happened? Well, to them, because she deleted their memories? Also, oh, okay, I have to speak with Dr. Edward, okay.
That's the end of Miss Black Swan's dream, Mama. Are you satisfied with your experience?
How fascinating, how boring. It's kind of, Sampo turned out to be...
I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to you. It's worth repeating. A dreams are just dreams.
Oh, I gotta process what just happened here, because that was really, that was a mind fuck.
Things in our dreams cannot be trusted, let alone someone else's dreamscape. If there's any information that you'd like to confirm, please do so by the cold, hard light of reality. Sweet dreams.
Really? I wouldn't do anything to her.
Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed. Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now?
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements? Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, third barrel on the left. You never saw me. But Sampo, after all this time, what made you suddenly want to take back your mask? This doesn't seem like the Sampo I know. Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Well, no comment about that. But I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense. Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage and making a fool out of myself.
If you're all out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Bellabog. After all, the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sempo can stand by. Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
Who is...
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so seriously.
Who is Giovanni?
Why so serious?
Okay, so people who are making references to the Joker, I get it. Oh, okay. Oh, we haven't actually met Giovanni yet? NPC from an event, okay. He's the leader of Team Rocket. Giovanni is an NPC from the event. Oh, okay, the Pokemon event? Confirmation that Sampo sometimes could have also been Sampo and not just Sparkle. Another mindfuck. Right. So, like, he's actually there. I meant to mention this earlier, but I feel like it'll make more sense to talk about it now. Dance partners is a metaphor often used in Penacony for scheming working together. You have Acheron dancing with Black Swan, Sparkle wanting to dance with Black Swan breaking the fourth wall and winking at us, saying she's already a dance partner, Adventuring and the MC dancing together in White Knight. Oh, yeah. Deepaw, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you. Okay, interesting. DC is about to bust the door. Right, I was just gonna say, we got DC, Disney, Pokemon. They really are about to bust through the door and be like, what is happening here? Yeah, that was a good one. Lori, I imagine you have already seen that dream bubble. Relax, I just want to know if someone has come looking for you yet. What's up? I'll make this simple. That fool named Sparkle is currently searching all over the place for that dream bubble. I do not know what her intentions are, but allowing it to slip into her hands will only make the situation more confusing. Lori, can you do me a favor and go to reclaim that dream bubble? Of course. Your attitude is reassuring. I will go with you. But I don't remember where that dream bubble was left. Can you remind me? How could a memo keeper forget a bet? You figured me out? I'm not a true memo keeper at all? Was that? It was Sparkle. It was Sparkle, wasn't it? Girl, I was kidding when I literally said, oh my god, that's, you know, how could you forget? But, okay. I'm getting deja vu here. You may also know that interesting young fool Sparkle. She recently gotten into disguising herself as other people. Lori, has she tried... Wait, then you might be... I see you're on high alert. What would you have me do? A unique expression. Hold on. Good morning. Twitch recommended me your channel earlier, like your vibe. Oh, thanks! I have to get some work done and can't stay, but have a good stream. Thank you so much, Raichu. I appreciate that. Hope to see you again soon. Good luck with work. Okay, let's see. But if that little Miss Fool excels in observation, there's a chance that she could perfectly imitate everything about a person. I think that the only thing that can differentiate someone from another is their memories. There is no way for an outsider to completely steal or imitate every ounce of a person's memory. It's just like when we met in Penacony, is it not? A strange dreamland surrounding us, a series of strange murders, people with differing dreams, the truth that lies beneath the water's surface. That's enough. I can't be the one doing all the talking. By your logic, you should also have to prove that you are not Sparkle. Oh my god. I'm just joking. As a memo keeper, I naturally know who the person is on the other side of my screen. Miss Sparkle's pranks are not without their benefits. She is able to make us re-examine what we have seen and think about the appearance and reality of the dreamscape. This is also the reason that I shared the dream bubble with you. All right, looks like she hasn't caused any major damage. I will put my mind at ease. Talk to you again soon. Well, that was a pretty interesting quest. I actually really liked that. Is she gonna send us a selfie? I wish. Yeah, everyone is Sparkle until proven otherwise. I agree. A Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. This may be a massive reach, but I choose to believe it's intentional, but the entire quest feels like an allegory to Firefly's entire situation that was going to happen in Penacony, especially with how many times she tried to warn us about Firefly or saying we're blinded by her. And there's a reason Black Swan wanted to show us this bubble. Firefly faking her own death, or at least she isn't dead. Huh. I don't think it's a massive reach. I think it's really interesting. Cannot wait for the 2.1 mystery. Who was in this room is Sparkle. The order by Dr. Aisha calling us stupid for not finding out immediately. Yeah, like that was. I don't know. This is all super interesting to me.